What's up, guys? Gonna be working on the E36 today. Uh, the what's wrong with it right now is obviously there's no radiator. Radiator actually blew up on me, overpressurized. So I have it over here, and the reason it happened was at first the fan blade on the clutch actually blew up, fucked it up kind of bad. It's not that bad, but the reason I think it overheated was these little lines here where the liquid goes through. I guess it blocked off some of them, like right there, and definitely right there. So what happened was I was actually on my way back from the junkyard. I went and bought a new fan blade for the clutch. On my way back, about half a mile from my house, it overheated on the highway. I was coasting down, turned off the engine. I was coasting down on the shoulder, and this shit just popped right here. Well, I mean, I didn't see it, but I heard it pop. A little bit of steam, not that much, came from the engine. You can see where it bent right there. Bent right there. Popped open. I don't know why BMW made a fucking plastic part radiator, but whatever. So at the junkyard they actually had the same radiator that I have. It was a little dirty, but it was good condition. I decided to not buy that, and I got a CX Racing one, an all aluminum radiator. I don't want to go through this shit again. I am gonna be deleting the fan blade, that fan clutch right here. Probably be doing that tomorrow. At the same time, when I do that, I'm gonna install my radiator and the fan upgrade that I got, which is an electric fan. I'm gonna be wiring it up to the temperature switch for the auxiliary fan, the front. I'm gonna be wiring it up so that at the height, when the front fan is on high speed, it turns on. When it's on low speed, it's off. Reason for that is I don't want it to turn on when it's at low speed, at low temperature, because when I get on the highway, I don't want it to be running all that electricity on the highway. I don't need it on the highway. So what I'm actually going to be doing on the car today is cleaning up all this nasty gunk, all this grease. You can see right there, all that nasty grease everywhere. I bought the car like this. All that nasty shit right there. These horns, they don't go here. They actually go on this bracket down here and another bracket down there. You can't really see it. The reason I put them up here, this is where the cruise control goes, which I don't have anymore. It didn't work on my car, so I took it out. And on this side, the stock air box goes here. I deleted that, and I have a cold air intake running down through here. And it actually goes, it's like right there. And that's another reason why I went to the junkyard. And I got this splash guard for that wheel well. The previous owner, for some reason, took them all out from all corners of the car. It's kind of stupid, but whatever. And so I got that so that because when it rains, the water gets all kicked up into the fan. I mean the intake. So yeah, I'll be putting that in. I'm gonna start. Oh, I'm also going to be organizing all these cables and everything. I'm gonna be strapping them together and doing all that shit. Be strapping them all together, making them nice, go around over here too. I'm gonna start getting ready to clean all of this, and I'll get right back to you guys. So guys, back, just cleaned up parts of the engine right here. See, like I cleaned all that. We still got some gunk in there, but honestly, this is how I'm gonna leave it. It's kind of, I hate working with degreaser because, believe it or not, it actually leaves some residue on it, like a little oily residue. I don't like it. I was using a brake parts cleaner, which worked perfectly, but I used up one of my cans and I don't want to use the other one up so that I can use it on the actual brakes when I get to it. But yeah, I cleaned up alright, not that bad, you know, a lot better than before. I forgot to mention the radiator CX Racing one that I ordered. I should be getting it today. It says it's out for delivery, but I mean, I don't know where the fuck they're at. I also ordered with that some silicone hoses, some blue ones, make it look alright. It's kind of gonna match my the scheme of the car once I paint it and have it all ready and everything. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get to these wires once everything dries up. I don't want to work on it right now because the tape that I'll use will probably get loose and like whatever with the water. So I'm gonna let it dry up a little bit. I'll be back when it dries up to do the wiring. Alright, while I was drying over there, the wires, I'm gonna be putting this fender splash guard thing in here, the wheel. And what I did was cut it. It was like the whole piece that I showed you earlier. And I cut it so that's just the front part because, let's see, up here, that's like rusted to shit. Yeah, see, I'm not gonna fit it in there. And then that back there, it's like whatever. I'm gonna clean those gutters out, which there's a shit ton of dirt and everything in there. Once it's dry, it'll be easier to take out. So what I'm gonna do is, fuck. What I'm gonna do is just have this piece here like this. See, kind of like that. Just because that's what I'm worried about, the water coming in through here, because the filter is literally like right here. So it bolts up to that right there on the bumper, and to that. Wait, that right there. Right there. So I'll be doing that now. I'm gonna be using whichever bolt I find in here. I literally have a bucket of bolts, spare bolts and shit. I jacked up the car. Use the jack stand, guys. Don't use just the jack. I've had the car fallen, well, not this car, but 2 cars have fallen on us. One of them was actually on a jack stand, so whatever. Do what you want to do. I was gonna take the wheel out so that I have room to do everything, but I don't think I'm gonna need it. I'm just gonna do that little piece there. So, all right, and there you have it. I put it in, tighten it right there with that bolt. Another bolt over there. It stops right about there, which is fine. It doesn't flap anything because it's like behind the fender. I might need to cover this hole up because it does seem like some water would go in through there, and I do know for a fact that the fan, what do you keep calling it, the fan, the intake is right there. So I'll go ahead and see how it looks with the intake, and I'll get back at you. So I decided not to put the intake in just because I want the extra space when the radiator gets here, and tomorrow I'm going to be doing the wiring and everything. All these wires are already all dried up and everything, but I'm going to wait till tomorrow. The fuck is that? I don't know. I'm going to wait till tomorrow to do it because like these and everything, I want to know how much slack I need to give it. This is for the fan switch. This is for the radiator fluid reservoir. Fog lights. You know, I want to know how much slack I need to give it before before I tighten them up and make them into a nice little harness. This I have to find a little cap that goes here. I'm going to the junkyard and find it in there somewhere. Everything's good, nice and clean. Ready for the radiator. Still hasn't gotten here. If it gets here today, I'll put a little unboxing video or something, or I'll just add it to this video, the unboxing of it. If not, if it gets here tomorrow, whatever, I'll do it tomorrow. But definitely today or tomorrow I should have it. That's pretty much it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This is probably one of the first videos for the channel. I'm gonna put up the two introductory videos. My introductory video with this car and what I'm planning to do with it. My brother's introductory video for his S13 Sylvia right there, and what he's planning on doing with that. That's my sister's S14 right there, completely running and everything. Just she bought a brand new car, so she put this one back here to do projects on it later.